Will the House please come to order? Thank you. Welcome delegates to this committee session. Today we'll be discussing the question of strengthening the UN coordination of human assistance in conflict. We will now proceed to the roll call. Please indicate your presence or if you're voting by saying present or present and voting. Amnesty International. Present. Canada. Present. Gabonese Republic of Tajikistan.
Present voting.
Russian Federation. Present. United States of America.
Present and voting.
Now we will ask the main submitter of the resolution to present the operative clauses. Please, Delegate of the United States of America.
Thank you, Chair. Number 1, encourages all relevant and development. Thank you, Chairs.
Debate time is set for 10 minutes for and 10 minutes against the resolution. Can the main submitter please take the floor and present?
And can help countries that are poor and corrupt, such as the People's Republic of Bangladesh.
There's been a point of order. Delegate of People's Republic of Bangladesh, can you say on what grounds is this point of order?
Abuse. The delegate of the People's Republic of Bangladesh feel offended by the statement from the delegate of the United States of America.
The point is recognized. Can the delegate of the United States of America please apologize?
The delegate of the United States of America is sincerely sorry to the People's Republic of Bangladesh and means absolutely no harm.
Thank you, Chair.
Thank you. Is the delegate open to any points of information?
Any and all.
The delegate has opened himself to any and all points of information. Are there such points in the House? Please raise your placards high. People's Republic.
Doesn't the delegate of the United States agree that, or realize that this resolution is extremely vague and
He has not opened himself to any more points of information. Would then the delegate yield the floor back to the chairs?
The delegate would like to yield the floor to the Republic of Austria.
Delegate of the Republic of Austria, is this in order?
Yes, it's in order.
Okay.
Honorable chairs, fellow delegates, I think that this resolution...
Point of order.
Yes, delegate.
Procedure. Can the delegate please refer to herself in third person?
Yes, thank you. Delegate of Austria, please refrain from referring to yourself in first person.
The delegate of Austria thinks that this is a very effective resolution.
motion to move into time against.
There has been a motion to move into time against. Are there any seconds?
Second.
Are there any objections?
Objection.
As there has been objection, we will move into the voting procedures for this motion. Please raise your placard high if you are in favor of this motion. Thank you, delegates. Please raise your placards if you are against the motion. Thank you. With a visual majority, the motion has passed. We are now moving into time against. Debating time has been set for 10 minutes. Any delegations wishing to take the floor, please raise your placards high now. Delegate of Bangladesh, you have been recognized.
Thank you, Chair. The delegate of the...
We are now in time against the resolution. Are there any delegates who wish to take the floor against the resolution? Please. Delegate of Canada, you have been recognized.
The delegate of Canada has submitted an amendment.
The delegate of Canada has submitted an amendment. The chairs have received this amendment. Will the delegate of Canada please present the amendment to the House?
The delegate of Canada would like to strike clause 1 to read and change it to read, encourages all relevant agencies of the United Nations to collaborate more closely.
Thank you, Delegate. Has the House received this amendment? It seems that the House has received the amendment. Therefore, the chairs will now set a debate time of 5 minutes for and 5 minutes against this amendment. Delegate of Canada, you have the floor.
Honourable Chairs, fellow delegates, the delegate of Canada believes that this amendment will ensure further cooperation between United Nations agencies.
Delegate of Canada, are you open to any points of information?
The delegate is not open to any points of information.
The delegate has not opened herself to any points of information. Would the delegate then yield the floor back to the chairs or to another delegation?
The delegate yields the floor back to the chairs.
The floor has been yielded back to the chairs, and the time for this amendment has elapsed. We will now move to time against this amendment. Are there any delegations wishing to take the floor to speak against this amendment? Please. People's Republic of China, you have been recognized.
The People's Republic of China has submitted an amendment to the second degree.
Yes, the chairs have received this amendment. Present the amendment to the House.
Encourages all relevant agencies of the United Nations to collaborate more closely with countries at the grassroots level to...
As the House seems to have received the amendment to the second degree, the chairs will now set a time of 1 minute for and 1 minute against this amendment. Delegate of China, you have the floor.
The delegate of the People's Republic of China feels that this amendment to the second degree lifts the overall resolution as it makes this operative clause more specific.
Thank you, Delegate of China. Is the delegate open to any point of information?
The delegate is not open to any points of information.
Will the delegate then yield the floor back to the chair or to another delegation?
The delegate yields the floor back to the chair.
Time for this amendment to the second degree has elapsed. We will now move to time against. Are there any delegations wishing to take the floor? Please raise your placards
Motion
high.
to move to voting procedures.
There has been a motion to move to voting procedures.
Second.
There has been seconds. Are there any objections?
As there have been no objections, we will now move to voting procedures on this amendment. Note passing is suspending during voting procedures. Would the admin staff please secure all the doors and windows and assume their voting? If you are voting for this amendment, please raise your placards high now. Thank you. If you are voting against this amendment, please raise your placards high now. Thank you. If you are abstaining on this amendment, please raise your placards high. Thank you, Delegate. With 9 votes for and 2 against and 0 abstentions, this amendment to the second degree has passed. Therefore, the amendment has passed as well. Clapping is not in order.
As this resolution has elapsed, this House will now move to an open debate for 15 minutes.
Motion to move to unmoderated caucus.
Are there any seconds?
Second.
Are there any objections in the House? Since there are no objections, the motion has passed. We will now move to an unmoderated caucus. The time is set for 10 minutes. Please, delegates, do not leave the chamber.
Can the House please come to order? Delegates, please take your seating positions. We are now moving to open debate. The time remaining is 15 minutes. Are there any delegations wishing to take the floor for or against this resolution? You may raise your placards high now. The delegate of Colombia, you've been recognized.
Honorable Chair, distinguished delegates, the delegates of Colombia strongly support this resolution.
Points of personal privilege. Audibility!
The time for open debate has elapsed. We will now move into the voting procedures. Note passing is suspended during the voting procedure. Would the admin staff please seal the chamber and take their voting stations?
Point of personal privilege. Can the delegate please use the...
Point is not in order, delegate. Delegates may not leave the chamber during the voting procedure.
And now we are moving into this voting procedure. Voting will take place in form of a roll call. NGOs and non-member states are not allowed to vote. Those delegates who said present and voting are not allowed to abstain from voting. We'll now proceed with the roll call starting from Canada.
In favor.
Gabonese Republic.
In favor.
Hellenic Republic.
In favor.
With 9 votes in favor, 2 against and 2 abstentions, this resolution has passed. Clapping is in order.